I have remarked in the past how the word technology gets used without an affix, so like without any kind of decoration or adjective or anything like that. It gets used to talk about computer stuff. So like technology is computer stuff, but like then there's like green tech or like clean tech or biotech. There's like all these other technologies that like they have to have a word attached to them to be separate or somehow, but it's like technology without the without an affix is means computers. It's a metonym for computers and software and the internet and whatever information related stuff. And I just find that annoying. And how there's a tech industry definitely that is responsible for manufacturing technology, and how that is just a designated thing. So like, vaccines aren't technology, but but ad networks are, and which is bizarre. And I guess the trope that technology moves so fast is also, I find, irritating because it isn't like, and what I mean by that is like an individual technology takes like years or decades to develop. And what could be happening instead is different technologies get designed at different times, and then you've got, time axis down there. And what you're actually seeing as the observer is you're looking at this edgewise as a bunch of different things are sort of coming into utility all at once. But it's not even just that, because there's also like this sort of layer of productization on top of it, because you're not even going to see most of these technologies on their own. You might get like a science journalist might write something up about it, or you'll get a press release from a university or something like that, and that's how the science journalist knows, is they're just following the press releases from the universities. And so, yeah, like with the phenomenon that you're looking at, the technology moving so fast, it's like you're standing on a beach and you're looking down the coastline at the ocean as the wave is coming in, but you're looking at it sideways. And so there are these really incredibly slow processes, but there's a lot of them, and so that's what's looking fast. And so this sort of like technology moves so fast, but yeah, the layer of productization on top of that. Consider that you're just like putting together the technology like Lego, and instead you're not really inventing anything except for the sort of like bricolage, like combination or particular form factor or whatever. It's like when you look at like a cell phone, for example, the technologies that were all invented and put on invented on a test bench. It's a design problem to get them into the configuration, the brick configuration, that needs to be the case for a cell phone. And there's still a lot of engineering happening in there, but that's going to be kind of stuff like, how do we put the antenna so that it doesn't get interference with the whatever, where does the battery go? Like that kind of stuff is it's more of a packaging than it is a technology. But I wanted to say something about the technology development process itself, where you've got this period of like years potentially of starting back here and going to there. It's really like, what's interesting about this is you never need more than the people that you need. So you never need more support than you need. You never need more money than you need. You never need any more people involved than are like strictly necessary to get it over the line. And no matter what the scale too, right? Like you can think of the Manhattan Project, like I can't remember how many thousands of people were involved in that, and they were all colluding to keep it secret. But nevertheless, it didn't take more cooperation than it did. And because of that, I think that that technology development is ultimately biased toward being antisocial. And what I mean by that is, again, like, you don't need more people involved. In fact, it's better if they don't. Like, it's better if people, don't give their input while you are trying to make the thing go. And then you unveil it, and by then it's, kind of too late for their input. And so, I'm not making any kind of like moral judgment about this. That's not the time for that. But I just want to sort of draw attention to the dynamics of the process. Anyway, gonna finish my coffee.